Okay, I've had this fiber in this possibly failed indigo vat for about 30 minutes. Now, I've been trying to make this indigo vat for a week without using any hydrosulfate, just using sugar, yeast, and washing soda. And I'm just going to give it a try before I consider it a total, utter failure. It looks kind of green. Sticking out. It's starting to change. It's getting darker. Let's just take it over here real quick. Hold on a second. Okay, so I've got it over here. I basically don't really have much color attaching on here. It's really not blue. I really do not recommend trying to do this. It's been sitting for a week at like 120 degrees. Yeah, it's sort of a grayish. It squeezes out blue, but see, it's not binding to the fiber. It's very disappointing. So if you're gonna take the time and energy to do indigo, I do not recommend this method that I read about in Ginny Dean's Wild Color. It's a recipe using again the sugar, yeast, and washing soda. I followed it. It did not work. So I have a backup plan, and it's over here. You see all of this red cabbage? I boiled it down, and I put it in this pot. Now, red cabbage is water soluble, and it's highly pH sensitive, so apparently I can change this to blue and make blue dye. So let's just get some baking soda and try right now. Here's my regular old baking soda. I'm just going to scientifically sprinkle a little in. And I'm going to give it a stir with my little wooden stick. Hold on. I like to use these skewers. And I'm sorry it doesn't show up really well because I have a black pot. The nice thing about using food stuff is that it's not toxic and you can use your own pots. Look, it is blue! Hey, neat. It's kind of violety blue, isn't it? Maybe it needs to be stirred a little bit more. Stir it a little more. The next step is going to be to put our wetted fibers in there. I'm probably going to have to do this as a two-step thing because I think that it won't let me pause it for that long. So hold on, let me get my fibers and stick them in. I've got my fibers over here that are the same temperature. And, ooh, actually they're pretty hot. Maybe I should heat this up a little more because, no, they're about the same. Okay. So I'm going to transfer these. I'm going to put them in a pot to transfer them, or a bowl. Hold on a second. Okay, I have here my robilin fibers. Now, you see how they're kind of yellow? That's because I initially dyed them with my robilin. You're saying, Christy, what on earth is my robilin? Well, my robilin is this stuff. Okay? And it's awesome because it has a lot of tannin in it. So it is its own mordant. So that will be color fast. So let's go ahead and put this into our blue. Ah, now my stick is floating in here. And we'll see what we get. I'm going to heat it up a little bit more because I think that put it on there. That gets it just steaming. I really have been trying to get a beautiful green for a long time. Let's just see. Well, look at that. That's already looking pretty good. Let's stick that in there for, let's try 5 minutes and see what happens. We'll put the timer on here for 5 minutes. Start it. We'll pause you guys and we'll see what happens. Ooh, this is starting to look really, really pretty. I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera, but it's turning kind of a gorgeous teal already. I'll let you know in a couple minutes what happens. Okay, the timer's just gone off. So we'll turn that off. Get out my little stick over here. We'll lift this up. We have a very nice screen. It really doesn't show up at all in this, but it really is a very, very nice screen. Like, let me show you how. See how it's kind of bluish down there too? I'll put it in here. Does it show up better in there? It does show up better in there. Let's take it outside. Oh, see if I take it over here to the light. Like, you see that little bit of extra bluish? That's actually a little bit of the red cabbage that I didn't fish out. So that makes a beautiful green, which is what I should get if I put blue and yellow in there. That's a really nice, like, grass green. I've been really trying to make a beautiful grass green. So I'm going to let that dry, see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pre-mordant my other fibers, and I'm going to stick them in the blue. Hopefully I'll get an awesome blue. I'll let you know. That is all for now. If I can stop my recording. Stop recording. Hold on. Sorry guys. I'll have to cut that later. It does look great though, doesn't it?